A lot of you may be in the mountains for the very first time or in Vail for the first time. And if you are struggling with the altitude, it is a real thing. And there is something that can help you pretty much immediately. And I have to tell you, it's not something that I ever expected being from Florida. Now, I want to introduce you to my buddy Guy. Good morning.
Morning,
it's good
Ashley.
to see you. And you actually made your way all the way over here from Breckenridge.
I did, yeah. Made it safe and sound.
Yes, you did. You did. So the drive was good. And you are from the O2 Lounge. Will you explain what that is for people that have never been before?
Sure. The O2 Lounge is an oxygen bar, and we have a coffee shop, espresso bar kind of thing going on, as well as a little bit of an internet cafe vibe still, even in this day and age. But yes, as you said, with the high altitude here, everyone expects to be in the mountains, but although those mountains are there, you don't necessarily realize that we're 10,000 plus feet above sea level, before you even start climbing up the mountains. So the altitude's a real thing. It hits people hard, and when you're only in town a few days and you're feeling tired, you've got the rapid pulse, headaches, loss of appetite, maybe even dizziness and nausea, things like that, they're going to put a real crimp on your expensive vacation up here in the mountains. So fortunately, it's a simple problem with a simple solution. If you're suffering from low blood oxygen levels, lack of oxygen, coming into the O2 Lounge and breathing our oxygen is the easiest and cheapest way to raise those levels back up. And the effect it has in alleviating the symptoms, as you say, it's pretty much instantaneous for most people. It makes a very, very significant difference, and we keep people feeling well and enjoying their vacation and their time up here in the mountains, which is great fun.
No, I have to tell you, I lived in Breckenridge for almost 10 years, and the O2 Lounge was part of my life, and I was very skeptical being, coming up from Florida. I was like, oxygen, whatever, who needs that? But it really, I got super sick one of my first seasons, and the only thing that seemed to snap you out of it was oxygen. But you guys, not only do you have this kind of internet cafe vibe and you have the different oxygen, but you really you make it really cozy and comfortable for people.
That's right, yeah. When we first bought the business about 10 years ago, so we would have pretty much coincided. We put a lot of work into the O2 Lounge. We redecorated, we've updated furniture and fittings and equipment. We have wonderful staff who look after people really well. So it's definitely not anything medical. We have huge success in making people feel well and alleviating those altitude symptoms, but we keep it relaxed and cozy and friendly. We have, like I say, the espresso bar, the smoothies, the teas, hot chocolate, things like that. And plus, people are going to be in there for 15, 30 or 40 minutes. Those are the session times that we have, depending on the severity of the symptoms that people are feeling. So whilst they're hanging out in there as well, we have TVs, music, magazines. Jenga is hugely popular. There's usually a World Jenga Championship going on at some point during the day. And it becomes a fun experience rather than just, I'm feeling bad, I need to go through a procedure to make myself feel better. So we make it a fun part of people's vacations.
And we were talking off camera about the symptoms of altitude sickness, and typically they can kind of last about the duration that people are here.
That's right, yeah. People's bodies react to the lack of oxygen. Obviously they're not acclimatized, they can't get that oxygen out of the air, and their bodies react, they go a little bit nuts for the first 3 to 5, maybe even 7 days, and for most people that's going to be most of their time, if not their whole time in town. By coming into the O2 Lounge and being able to alleviate those symptoms, get through the shock phase, and make sure that you enjoy your vacation rather than struggling through it, we like it. We like people coming in feeling bad and then sending them out feeling well again.
I mean, of course I could talk to you about this all day, and we're out of time. Really quickly, what are your hours and what are your days that you're open?
Well, I want to talk about the boost cans as well here. Obviously, the O2 Lounge deals with the big symptoms, but the boost oxygen cans, they're the portable option that you see here. So people can top up in the O2 Lounge, take those with them, and then when they're skiing, biking, hiking, whatever, they've got that instant supply of oxygen right there with them, and it's very, very effective. So we got them covered indoors and outdoors.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Well, if you're in Breckenridge, make sure to stop on by the O2 Lounge, say hello to Guy and the whole crew. And then, of course, if you're here in the Vail Valley, you can pick up these Boost oxygen cans at just about any retailer in town, and they really are very effective, and they have the different sizes, so you can take this out with you on the mountain, you can have this back at home with you, and it really is amazing what they can do. All right, coming up, we have a look at what's happening with your local weather forecast.